So one thing I've been talking to people about is collaboration, right? Because I think it's a very interesting thing. And that's something, I don't know if maybe it's just the where we find ourselves, but I think we like that here a lot. People like to compete more than collaborating. Right? If you're collaborating with people on a project, what are some of the things you look at?
I think it's a soft skill that we all need to develop. And again, this goes back to what I said earlier about creativity being beaten out of us at the early age. I think teamwork was also beaten out of us at a very early age. We were raised to compete than to collaborate. And you can think of your way back, all the way back to JHS, and you see so much little glimpses of that back in the day. I think most of the educational system is built on the grounds of competition. So a lot of people do not think of group work. And group work will probably start somewhere in uni or maybe late SHS. And at that time, even in the group work, somebody wants to overdo and then see that I'm the one who did all the work and you guys didn't do nothing. It's there, and it's going to be very tough to beat it out. So I'll say one of my greatest feats of collaboration is me and the whole DEX team, how we've been able to put everything together. And like, to be very honest, I think the collaboration has worked because we all have passion for what we are trying to do, and we are all really good friends. So it wasn't so difficult to sort of just work with each other. We were good friends before. We all had the same vision and mission for what we are trying to achieve, and that was great. Outside of that, running the home, like the whole VOM team, collaboration has really been built on really, really good communication, very, very effective and timely responses to feedback, and also sometimes just being very respectful of each other's time. And most of the time it worked.
How is collaboration like for you? Do you work with other creatives, especially on?
Yeah, collaboration is a big deal for me. I love working with other creatives. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have seen, I work a lot with Messiah, Boka, and Ivy. Yeah. Together we are the Messy Gods. Yeah, I like collaborating. I feel like as a creative, you should collaborate more. You learn a lot. You get to create the most amazing stuff when collective minds come together.
True. So,
collaboration. We need more of that in the industry.
Not competition, like the
fuck competition. Even if it's competition, it should be friendly competition. Yeah. You can compete with yourselves and then come together and create some shit.
Compete together.
Yeah.
I think competition is one stupid. Like, I never understand it because there's so much you can achieve when you collaborate.
Right. I think the problem with competition in Ghana stems from our education.
Yeah, everybody wants to be first.
The time that we did school, you have to be first. You always have to be trying to lead. You have to hide your book from someone. You have to hide. So everyone is in their shell trying to be the first or be part of the best or that kind of thing. But they are not doing it with their brother. They are rather doing it devoid of them because that's how we've been taught to do things. And I feel like that should be something that should be changed from that. A lot of collaboration should be taught. Unfortunately, that is not something that is in our primary and basic schools.
I think now in the creative space and the career space is something that people are really preaching for.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a few people touch on that. On the topic of collaboration, you do music, which means you collaborate with a lot of people. You would. I mean, you've done and then you would in the future. What do you look out for when you're, whether in music, in design, wherever? Is there something you look for?
To be fair, what's the assignment? I would always ask what the assignment is and what are we trying to achieve and what are we trying to do. If those basic things make sense to me, I would go a step further and see where I fit in. I don't want to be on a project where I'm also not felt.
Okay.
I know I've been given a message. I know God has given me a message. I know I have a touch. So it should be an expressive project in a sense where I can express myself in one way or another. But what's the underlying fact? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to achieve? What's the aim? That would make me, and then again to the people reaching out. Some people want to collaborate just for credit's sake. Like, oh, I worked with this guy before.
Okay.
Yeah, Vim. But what did they do for us?
Okay.
Those people, I check them a lot because in the end, they are doing it for clout. Then there's some people who genuinely feel like, look, what we want to do can only be accomplished if we work together. I love that.
Okay.
I love that. Me, I'm all about teamwork.
In terms of collaboration, I think we spoke with datartgod. We're talking about collaboration, right? when collaborating with other people, right? What do you look out for? How do you go about it and all that?
If I'm to collaborate with someone, I always like to find someone who, is a bit different from me, and like they are good in the key aspects that I'm not good in, So I may be good with colors and stuff like that, and I will look for someone who is good with like, animation, like character, those type of things. And together, you can take care of this part, I can take care of this part, and in the end, we can come together. It's hard to collaborate with people of the same level because it doesn't become a collaboration. It becomes like you guys are doing a job for someone.